What's up, everybody? Today I'm talking about this ready-to-fly Eachine x220 Wizard. Now, the Wizard's been around for a while, but this is an updated version of that. So like I said, the x220S, and it's pretty fantastic. Stay tuned and I'll tell you all about it. Alright, so this is the Eachine Wizard x220S all-in-one FPV package. That means you're going to get the drone and a remote. Let's see what's inside the box. Alright, inside the box we have a couple different layers, but tons of propellers. That's awesome, because, you know, when you learn to fly, you're going to crash and propellers are going to break, so good to have some spares. This is the FlySky FSI-6S. Pretty standard, decent remote. We've got some switches, pots. Hopefully this is pre-bound. We will find out. But all in all, it's a pretty decent starter remote. Not my favorite, but certainly not my least favorite. The gimbals are decent, right? So cool. Looks like we have a charger included. Now, I don't recommend necessarily using this because balance chargers, high-grade balance chargers are, you know, not super expensive. You can pick one up for 20 bucks and definitely a little bit safer. Looks like we got a 1500 milliamp hour 4S battery. That's awesome, right? You're gonna need a battery to fly. Omnidirectional antenna, some other bits and parts, some zip ties, and the quad itself. Lots of purple accents on the very thick carbon fiber frame. We got an XT60. We've already zip tied the receiver. I can see it in there. It's a FlySky, hopefully pre-bound. We got some nice motor protectors, pretty purple motors. The battery is top mounted here. We also have a mount for your GoPro session. There it is with its little brother, the 140 HV. Okay, so in the past, the Wizard has kind of been the default, cheap, easy to set up 5-inch racer, right? And this is kind of along those lines, except Eachine has done a nice job of really updating some of the different things on this. And I have to say, I've been pretty impressed with it. First, it looks good, right? 3K carbon fiber. It's got this like little purple hue to it. It's 4 millimeters, so that's nice and thick. I've crashed this thing. Ryan's crashed this thing. And it's held up to those crashes. It's a solid frame, so that's good. You get tons of these props. 10 pairs of these bad boys. Look at that pitch angle on that. They're super aggressive, and they do a nice job of getting the power from these super powerful motors to the quad. So these 5051 props are connected to 2206 2300 kV motors, and they are it's good little powertrain on this quad. You can see I've got my Box 2 cam connected here, and it does come with this mount, not the camera, but the mount is included, which is a nice little extra. Other things that are really nice that you probably wouldn't have come to expect, you got 2 battery straps so you can keep it nice and secure. I've got my pad so it doesn't slip. I've got a degree angle so I can set my FPV camera and know exactly what angle it's on. I've got a slot for an SD card for my black box, USB over here. Really, Eachine has done some of the nice things on this that I probably wouldn't have expected. LEDs on the bottom, LEDs in the back, a nice loud buzzer that's come in handy for me already. The flight controller is an F4 Omnibus version 3. The ESC is an all-in-one BL Heli S 30 amp 35 max. The camera is an 800 TVL connected to a VTX that's switchable from 25 all the way up to 600 milliwatts, so you can get some good power out of that. Like I said, I've been impressed with this thing. Really, the only thing that I wasn't was this antenna that it came with. Mine wasn't the greatest. I put this little whip antenna on the back, and it does a fine job. So if you're looking for something to freestyle, this might be the quad. All right, so for just over 200 bucks, you get the drone, you get a remote, you get the receiver installed and bound. Now, I'm not a big fan of the iFly i6S. It's a fine remote, don't get me wrong, but I've been flying with the Taranis QX7, X-Lite, things like that, and those are better remotes. So You can fly with that. It's a good beginner remote, but I've actually taken the receiver out and connected it to my Taranis QX7 to fly that just because I like that better. Now, that's a more expensive remote, so keep that in mind. Overall, I've been very impressed with this quad. It is an excellent drone starter kit. Eachine's done the little things right, like even giving you little foam connectors so when you hit the ground, it's not landing hard on this quad, right? Those are things that you just didn't expect from Eachine that they've really done right. They've stepped up their game with this quad, and it's an excellent beginner option. I would recommend this for a beginner. I'm going to be flying this soon. This is the Uvify Draco. Now, this all-in-one package is going to cost you $900. You do get goggles, so just kind of keep that in mind, right? Almost $900 for this versus $200 for this. You buy your own goggles. Now, I do like this, right? It is a very nice drone, but in terms of value, right, this Eachine x220S is a really solid option. And thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed some of that freestyle by Ryan. He does a fantastic job. Make sure you check us out on halfgrown.com. Good luck and happy flying.